You never wear another man's dressing gown.
It's the ham of the sea.
It could look sarcastic.
Sarcastic, yeah.
No,
I'm better looking than you think I am.
mate, I think you're really good
Same.
looking. What are you on? Hello and welcome to Capital Breakfast After the Show. I'm Jordan North, he's Chris Stark, and that's Sean Welby. How's everyone's weeks been?
I've had a tough week
You
of
have.
parenting where it's just, I've realised how hard it is to have this job and a child. So Chris, you have two. Hats off to you, sir.
Yeah, but I've got two, but I've got a 10-year-old, and the 10-year-old basically is more responsible adult than me.
She's
so
very good.
the 10-year-old tends to look after the little one. It is hard. We've talked about it a bit on the show. I think it's hard during this season because the kids, they all get ill. And then you've got to be up very early and you're up throughout the night. But we're all back together. So me and Jordan did the podcast because you were off last time.
Yeah.
Well,
The wheels came off.
Oh, everyone
the boys can't be trusted.
Were you laughing with me or at me?
What's going to happen?
To do a few digs?
Everyone says... No, we
It's
didn't actually.
bollocks.
Everyone says when you're off,
Pisses
everyone
me
always
off.
texts in and goes, oh, the lads, it's getting laddie, or Sean won't have this. And it's like, we actually had this planned for when Sean was here as well. Everyone,
Yeah, it does piss me off a bit because
why?
I don't understand why our reputations are such that people think it's all going to go to shit.
Because you're both always on the cusp of stag do energy. Chris, you know you are. You're always on the cusp of going.
It will never
could
be
we?
destructive. I'm a force for good on this show.
You are a
Trust
force
me,
for good.
it will never. I will never bring this show down. I'll never destroy it.
No,
I
you
won't.
wouldn't. I know you wouldn't.
I know
wish
I
could say
could.
the same.
I could destroy it.
How?
I
How?
could.
How would you bring this show down?
I could say I know what. Sometimes I dream about what I'm going to do on my last day.
I used to at the old place.
Oh my
But
god!
got taken off.
Because you have you could
What
go
you'd
out in
say.
a blaze of glory here. You could say something on the radio really bad.
And
You have the power to do it. We do.
It is like the end of the night when your mum's had a drink and another thing. And you think, oh, God, here we go.
We do. We have the power to say something so bad at any given moment, and we don't.
Yeah, but that's also where I think being live for 4 hours, we don't want to get this in our heads because it's such a responsibility to not say anything, even just out of context wrong. Sometimes I think how casual we all are on
you
radio.
do you remember when you did a sneaky swear once, and you literally looked up and went, "I'm so sorry."
like,
We had to
beg
push
your
the dump
pardon.
button. Sean went, oh, shit, yeah, live on the radio.
First time I've ever swore on air. First time ever.
Again, though, you were going through the trenches that week, Ruby.
It's when you're tired. And it's when you're surprised. That's the one time you probably would get me to swear. You know, if you made me jump or if you surprised me with something.
You know, I hope you don't mind me saying this. Last
Go
week, we filmed till late on Tuesday night. You got home. You ended up in A&E
Yeah.
with the baby. You got home, had a shower and came straight to work. You'd not slept for 2 days.
That
It
was a
was
weird...
Wild.
That's when the job is different because I knew for one reason or another it was ball announcement day. There was a lot of cogs, a lot of people that had edited things ready and jingles and sound effects, and my voice was involved. And you know, when I started thinking to myself, I can't not come in, so I'm just going to have to go for it and work the rest out later. And I was praying that Ruby would just have like a 24-hour thing. And then it was honestly a week long of temperatures.
Bless her.
It's just a lot because you can't sleep.
Big respect to all the mums who go to work as well. I always say this, like I do think it's harder for mums. I think it's hard as dads sometimes to leave your kids and go to work, but there is something a little bit different there in experiences, and especially when they're so little. And I always think this with my wife as well. Like, I've got so much respect for how she goes about her. She's had to give up a lot, so that I can come and arse around on the radio. And I just do think it's sometimes... So we actually talked about this on the podcast.
Yeah.
I think we ended up talking about it. But no, good on you, Sean. I hope you feel
guys.
supported, though.
Oh, honestly, I couldn't thank you both enough, and the team. Like, I knew I'm in that nice place where I knew it wouldn't be a problem. I knew none of you would judge me for it. Of course I did, because you're all amazing. You're like family. But it is a nice feeling to know that, because a few friends went, oh, will work okay? And I thought, isn't it mad that you have to even ask that? I mean, I think I've had probably 3 days off in my whole career.
Yeah.
And 2 of them I took last week. But it is a different kettle of fish. I've just never done something so hard. And I just would like to say parenting in general doesn't get enough respect. Like, I've always been sort of career minded and always valued how hard work is. And now I go, bloody hell, there's not enough like support for anybody, no matter what situation. Being parents, both parents in this day and age have to work. Both have to work.
That's what you were saying.
The world's not set up anymore for one wage, and so it is tough. So if you are listening, you're in the trenches. We're here for you. We feel you.
Have you used a snot sucker?
I hope to never use that device again. What happens, hopefully, is they get old enough to learn how to blow the nose. I just don't know. It could be coming back out for the winter. Yeah,
I was thinking that this weekend.
Horrible.
Before we move on, our photo this week on the screen here is Matt in Northampton, a photo of him and his fiancée Vicky, taken whilst they were invading Sean's home city to see Busted versus McFly on the final night of their tour. They say, we love listening to the Breakfast Show as well as the podcast, and we're also both avid G&D divas. Keep up the great work and keep on brightening people's lives with your energy each morning.
Oh, thanks, guys. Lovely stuff.
That's so sweet.
Really nice.
This week, I can't believe how many people listen to this show and how many, I got stopped at the time of recording, it's a Monday, I got stopped on the tube on Saturday by 3 Chelsea fans. I had a face like a slapped arse because Burnley just got beat, and they were telling us how they love the show. They listen from 6 a.m. up until the Bong game at 8 o'clock, and they were showing me this Bongman WhatsApp group that they're in.
I love
So all the lads from the site, if anyone misses it, they say, because they all listen every morning, have a brew and listen to that Bond game. It's mad, innit? Right, if you want to send in a photo, remember aftershowshow@capitalfm.com, and you could be on the little picture frame behind us. All right, I think we should talk about an interview that we did with the one, the only, the brilliant Jeff Goldblum, probably one of my favourite people we've ever interviewed on the show.
Same.
You love him.
I've always been a fan of his, just because he's like quite a kooky, quirky character.
Oh, he's kooky, all right. I love
Yeah,
it.
but ever since meeting him, and I am lucky, this was like the 3rd time I think, he hasn't changed. Like he's old school. He remembers everyone's names. He's done his research on you. Like he doesn't just come in and sort of, sometimes a guest comes in, you can tell they don't really know our names or what's going on or what show this is. And I don't blame them. They have to do 1,000,001 interviews. None of us expect them to know who we are, do we? But Jeff makes you feel like he knows everything about you.
He came in and went, oh, you're Jordan North. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's me. And he went, yes, Welby.
It's great. I love that he called me Welby. Like, only like good mates call me Welby. I also love that the Jeff Goldblum effect of like, it's hard to say how he speaks, but it's like this. And it's like, I don't know, this thing quite infectious about it.
All right, it's Capital Breakfast After the Show, the podcast that we do. It's me, Jordan North, Chris Stark, and Sean Welby.
And don't it up.
I cannot believe the amount of people that have messaged me about being on Drag Race.
RuPaul's Drag Race. I've never seen it. I'm aware it's a massive show, and I'm now aware it's not a race of any sort. So
well,
it's
to crown a drag winner. But I was on one of the Snatch games recently, and it was mental.
So what's a Snatch game?
It's a game where you do a snatch.
No, the best way to explain it is normally it's in a blankety blank type backdrop. Imagine 3 contestants above or 4 and then 4 below, and they all in drag take on a famous character. So not only are they trying to be witty, but they're trying to be witty in character as whoever they're supposed to be. They're getting judged at this point really on their comic timing and how good they are, because the Drag Race, the way it works is it's just rounds. So there's always a round of just pure drag and like how well they're dressed, and they give them a theme, but then every week there might be an acting challenge or a comedy challenge or whatever, or a sewing challenge. And so the one you did is so iconic because it tends to be the favourite because it's so funny. And in the past there's been like people that have done the most incredible impressions of like Donald Trump or Cilla Black or whatever. But this time, and I might be wrong, I've not seen every single series, but normally it's blankety blank. And this time they did like Take Me Out.
Yeah.
Which I thought was a great idea.
I was the bachelor, the single bachelor that was trying to get a
Oh, really?
date
So
with
you
one
were
of
off
the queens.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And so they had to try and do chat-up lines to you?
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Yeah, and it was great, and you can watch it, and I don't think we can play any clips because it's BBC, but it was so fun, and DMs have been popping.
Have they now?
Thirsty. You looked very handsome. You were dressed lovely. Your hair was on form, beard trimmed.
Let me tell you, because I don't know if I talked about this, but I've got like a newfound respect for RuPaul, because I didn't really know him and not met him before. Apparently I touched him as well, you're not meant to do that. But
Yeah, wait, we need to circle back on that. I've never seen anybody touch RuPaul. And that sounds like a weird thing to say, but it's not like a touchy-feely show where you sort of go laugh and grab someone's
well, I
arm.
slapped him on the back.
He very much is sat on his own little bit. You slapped him on the back?
He came in the next day, he was like, I can't believe you touched RuPaul, because I slapped him on the back and went, they're good, aren't they?
Slapped him on the back.
Yeah.
He'll be talking about that to this day.
And
You might be marked. Your card is marked.
That's not a thing, but one thing I loved and why it was one of my favourite shows we did. So I was getting my hair cut by Ollie. So this was pre-mullet. So I was actually all weekend going, you think it looks better without the mullet? I might go back to that. And I was halfway through. I just got out of the shower because we had told you that a bit of time before. Halfway through the haircut, and a guy comes in and went, okay, they're ready for you now. I was like, oh, we got told we had another hour. They're like, no, Rue's ready now, so we're going to go. And I was like, I'm halfway through an haircut. It's like, no, Rue's ready for you. So we had to finish the haircut quickly. Got on set. Now, bearing in mind, this is someone that works in radio and TV. It drives us all crackers. My diary was booked out for 4 hours. So to film this whole thing, we did it in 40 minutes.
Incredible.
And he directs and kind of produces the show. And I don't mean this to any disrespect to the director or producer on the show, but he was in there, he had his ear in, he's like, right, Queens, be quiet, are you ready? Jordan, you fluffed that lineup, don't do it again. Let's do it, we're going to cut to Jordan. No, lighting's fine. No, lighting's fine. I'm not doing lighting now. No, lighting's fine. Let's go. Jordan, pick your lineup, Queens, be quiet, bosh. 45 minutes, the whole thing. I was home.
I bet he never messes up a line.
Never messed up a line, did I? Kept fucking up, but I was just like, quality. Because you know when we film stuff, I'm like, come on. Because a lot of film is just waiting around and stuff, isn't it? And
on some shoots, the people, I'm not going to say directors because it's different every time. Some people are having a day out and they're dragging it on. They want a day out of the office and it's a 12-hour day.
Yeah.
If you're used to working live, and I think that is in television or radio, we're very impatient because we like it happening now and we like it in one take because we're willing to sort of handle the mistakes and roll through them and just sort of crack on. So it's very hard when someone wants perfection or 10 different angles because we're not very good with it.
No, we're not. We ain't got that patience. And he was great because obviously he's been doing it for years. He's been doing the American one. 45 minutes. I was home, and then as I got home, as I was getting in car home, because they film it at, where is it? A helicopter went up. Someone went,
where did they film it?
Tom Cruise.
Elstree?
No,
Leavesden?
One of them. You know what I'm like with
Watford?
directions. No, it wasn't Watford.
Where they used to do Big Brother. What's it called?
But they filmed because
Pinewood.
Pinewood, yeah. Loads of movie sets there. So they went, oh, that's Tom Cruise. He leaves every day at the same time. So I was leaving the same time as Tom Cruise.
I've been pissed at Pinewood.
Have you?
Yeah, and then went exploring.
That's where there's that big George Lucas stage, isn't there?
Show.
Yeah.
I was on a TV show for like the last episode of The Only Way is Essex.
Great.
So they have all the cast there, and you have to go in as like a celebrity fan of the show. But I was neither a celebrity nor a fan of the show.
I've done that for Love Island.
And I remember all these cast members of Towie, and I was like, I don't know any of you.
I did that for Love Island because I've not watched it, that series. I was trying to blag it, and I was on like the after show.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you know, just like trying to make it up. I went, you can't do that, you know, you can't fancy someone and have one eye on the door. And everyone gasped in the studio, and I was like, you know what I've said there? So, and then he goes...
Wait, what?
So he goes to a commercial break, and his family are looking at me.
I remember this. This was Ron, and he had a glass eye, so that would have been quite inappropriate.
Well, I didn't know because I'd not watched it. So I went, well, you know, he's got one eye on her and one eye on the door, and everyone gasped.
Oh, it would have sounded like such a slur. Oh, it's lovely. Very handsome chap.
Very handsome. And what's his name? I was on with Sam Thompson, and he, you know, he's like, he just couldn't stop laughing. So every time I see Sam now, he always goes, do you remember? I'm like, yes. All right, Sean, what have you got for us in quotes from the notes? This is where Miss Welby writes down tidbits that have been said on air, off air, and puts them in the notes on her phone. So here we go.
Sorry for the porn. Good night.
Oh, yes. This is me.
What's that?
So, a couple of weeks ago, I hosted a charity pub quiz, and it was in a brewery. And it was a brilliant charity. It's called Scan Appeal. And they were raising money.
Is that to do with, like, scanning for...
Yeah, I don't think it's specifically cancer, I'm not sure, but it's to raise money for a scanner, as I understand it, in a hospital or some Berkshire hospitals. But it's at a brewery, and basically Tom Kerridge asked me to host it, which I was totally up for doing, and it's a charity that I know he supported. So he was doing the food and I was doing the hosting. And I thought, well, this is great. It's in a brewery. So what I said to them was like, fine, I won't prepare too much. If you don't mind getting someone to write the questions, I'll turn up. I'll just have a few beers because we were off for the week.
Yeah, lovely.
So I thought, well, I'm not up at 4. So I just said, like, I'll drink a pint, and then when you get to the bottom, just bring another one and we'll keep going.
This is... I wish I'd been there. That is the elite night. Tom Kerridge's cooking, you're
It was
hosting
perfect.
and drinking. Perfect.
It was such a fun night, and it's all for such a good cause.
If you do another one, please invite us.
100%. So I just thought, well, come on, like, we might as well enjoy it. And also, I think pub quizzes need a host that's pissed.
Yes.
It's the whole Smithy
like
thing.
Smithy do it. Yes.
And so pint after pint is happening. Then basically the lights turn out. There's a blackout, and this person comes up to me and is like, look, there's nothing we can do. The local area, there seems to have been some sort of power cut, but there's candles on the table. By then I'm about 4 or 5 pints in, something like that. I've gone, don't worry, I'll just shout the questions.
Great.
It's
What
fine.
microphone's gone,
we have
yeah.
we have to crack on. So I shouted the questions for this pub quiz. They're stood on a chair just screaming these questions. Lights come back on and everything. Another 2-3 pints later, we're doing a round that involves looking at screens. There's a screen at the front, there's a screen at the side, and a screen on the back. Someone there has worked out how to hack into the back screen. I imagine it was a Chromecast or something. And I'm looking at the back screen, all of a sudden porn appears on the on the back screen, and I'm a few pints in, and I'm just like, what? It was like
porn was
it was
it?
just porn. There was shagging on the back screen. I was like,
God's
what?
sake.
It's a charity quiz.
So at the end, you said...
So anyway, it gets to the end of the quiz. I was like, by then I've had a load of pints. I've thought the whole thing's fun and ridiculous. And it had been a great night. It was the best outro ever. I was like, my name's Christoph. Sorry about the blackout. Sorry about the porn. Have a good night.
Yeah, great.
Brilliant.
That's me done.
Iconic.
Brilliant.
It was a great night.
We should end our podcast like that every time. Go on, do you want another one?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know if you were rage baiting us this day, Jordan. Cod is only a food, it's not an animal, it's the ham of the sea.
I agree. I will stand by. Chris thought I was playing up to that. No, we talked about this on air. This was... I think we were all knackered on Tuesday or Wednesday morning. It's towards the end of the show. The show gets a bit looser as we go on. And I don't see cod as an animal. I see it as food. Like ham.
Oh, God.
Not this again.
And
Chris is
beef.
already
Are you
glazing.
doubling down?
I am doubling down on
But
this.
what's there to understand?
Cod
I don't
is
understand.
food, not an animal.
You said salmon is food.
No, but
Yeah.
meat and fish is food, yeah? Meat and fish is food, yeah?
Mhm.
All right. So then I get to a certain extent what you're saying here. We don't call it cow, do we? We call it beef. But the animal's called a cow, just
Yeah.
to be clear, yeah? So then when it comes to the fish, the name of the fish is cod, yeah?
But when you go and buy
Yeah.
salmon or cod, it's in full form. When you buy beef, it's not the full cow.
Yes, but if you were to go to, say, an aquarium and ask for a cod, you would get a fish.
Yeah, but you wouldn't ask for a pet cod. You'd have a pet koi carp, but you wouldn't have a pet cod.
No.
Cod is fish. Cod's purely made for... cod's
But
food.
cod's the name of the animal, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's only called that because it sounds nice for food. No! It is!
No, it's
Sean, it
not.
is.
It's
He's
not.
trying to
Haddock.
claim it's like beef, but it's not because cows aren't called beef. The cod, the name cod is the name of the fish. We just happen to eat the same name. It's a bit like if you order lamb, without
It is
making
a
everyone
lamb.
sad. It is a lamb.
It's not. It's mainly sheep.
Is it actually?
Most like in curry houses and stuff, it's just sheep.
But let's say you've ordered lamb and they're giving you lamb, right? That is both the name of the animal and the food. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just saying. I see cod as food and haddock and salmon.
But that's fine.
I'm
But you
really
do
up-
acknowledge that, say, cod, haddock, pollock, they are the names of fish.
Yeah, but like I think pollock was recently renamed in a Rick Stein restaurant, and it was because everyone thought, "Oh, pollock sounds horrible," so they called it like Cornish
Well, let's
summer.
be honest,
think
it
you're
sounds
right,
like
yeah.
bollock. You
Yeah,
can't call
pollock,
fish
and
pollock.
it's now the bestseller.
You know, a bit like you've seen the memes of people going, "Who's naming birds and just getting away with it?" Like the hot-breasted MILF.
Yeah.
Nobody's.
Blue tit.
Yeah.
The blue tit, the tit-waggling cheb.
Yeah.
No one.
Tit waggling
No,
cheb.
No,
it is.
there
You
are
right.
there are
You
birds.
right.
Tit waggling
Yeah,
cheb.
there are
Honestly,
birds.
What's a cheb?
they're having a laugh.
They are, and they're doing it in plain sight.
What's a cheb?
Yeah.
It's a bird.
Yeah, but what is a cheb? I've heard that before.
Your boobs.
Is that what
Chebs.
your chebs? Oh yeah, your chops.
I think we talked about chebs. Oh, we
What's the origin of cheb? Is it a shorter part of a longer word? Can we quickly Google that?
yeah, because you're right. It feels like let's Urban
What's the
Dictionary.
history of chebs?
Get your chebs
It feels
out.
like a Cockney rhyming type thing.
It must be. But how do you get to cheb?
Well,
Because I
it's-
can't even think of something that rhymes with cheb. Can you?
Oh, it's Scottish.
Your
apparently.
chebs.
Hey, you get your chebs out.
It's chebs.
Hey, my wain's choking. That was
Pardon?
that's when I found out what I worked in a pub and some Scottish woman was just screaming, "Me wain's choking!" And I was like, "What?" She's like, "Me wain is choking!" And it turned out her child was choking. She was fine, but they call their kids wains, don't they?
Wayne.
Yeah,
I thought it was
My Wayne is-
Ben.
it might have been Ben.
My Wayne
Ben.
is choking. I thought I've never heard
No,
him say
it's
Wayne.
Ben. Oh, it's me Ben.
Ben,
And
me
Wayne's is
Ben.
northeast as well,
Is
isn't
it
it?
Wayne?
Yeah.
Like your little un.
Me Wayne.
We is little.
Oh, I thought
like
she was saying Wayne.
Not
anyway.
Wayne.
The
Oh,
child
for
was
God's
choking.
sake, help.
Anyway, do another quote from the note. Do one more.
My Scottish one is a girl that I know, and every time I see her, I think the same thing. It's when she looked at me, she went, "You look like a wee sprung chuckon.
Oh, we.
A
Sorry,
wee
what was
sprung
that?
chuckon.
Spring chicken.
A wee sprung chuckon."
Never get Chris do accents because
Wee.
not sure.
She was like, "Oh, you look like a wee sprung
I
chuckon."
thought, looking at you, I thought you'd be good
She
at
was
accents.
hilarious. She used to. She still does. She does the Botox on some celebrities.
Oh, great.
Have
Well,
you had Botox?
let me
No,
find it.
I haven't. But I was with a friend of ours that did, and he'd had a few drinks, and he turned up looking like a pincushion, and I went back to my friend and said, "What's happened here?" And he wouldn't take no for an answer.
Oh my God.
Apparently, every time he got one in the face, he was like,
And
"Yes."
I loved it. Oh my God.
I might have said too much.
Oh no, it's fine. I love that. Go on, Sean. Do a final one.
Right. Well, I like the way that Charlotte, who edits this podcast, said that at 7:11 on a Tuesday morning in the group chat, I just wrote "cock in dressing gown." You know what that's about, lads.
No.
Cock in dressing gown. It's you.
You.
What?
You and your cock in
Oh. Oh. Right. Right. Oh my God. This man here, I actually thought he'd fallen out with me. Well, he did. So we were doing an event on Monday night the other week, and I went and got ready in the hotel room that Chris Stark was staying in, because they put him up because Chris lives quite a way out. And I went into the bathroom and come out in his dressing gown.
naked with a dressing gown.
No,
on.
he
Who
said
goes
he
to
said
the
he was
toilet?
going to the toilet.
Yeah, who goes to the toilet and comes out wearing
That's what I
another
mean.
man's dressing?
I
He
just
went in wearing
thought-
clothes,
thought
and
it-
then this is such me pick me energy.
No, it wasn't. Right.
Oh, it is.
Actually, let me
mate.
finish, right?
It is,
I
mate.
thought it'd get a cheap laugh. There were loads of people in the room, and I thought if I just come out in a dressing gown, that'll make everyone will laugh. Everyone laughed, and then Chris is there with a face like a slapped ass.
Because it was my dressing.
And he was like, "You," and I didn't know. He's like, "Seriously, you never wear another man's dressing gown." And I remember, and he is right, and it's a rule I'll stick by now. I remember my dad told me a story of when he was in army. One of blokes got back squatted.
It's fine. I had the same concerns when he first told me.
You didn't say this on air, did you?
One
You
of-
got back squad.
One of blokes got back squatted.
What does it mean?
It just means demoted or something. doesn't
It
it?
meant they were injured.
Oh,
so
okay.
they all other went on exercise. When you go on exercise, you go and basically
That's it.
in a field for 6 weeks and play army. So they all got back. He
Don't
said
wind everyone up.
it was a proper hard exercise. And it turned out they got back early, and one of the blokes come back, and the bloke who'd got back squatted was shagging his wife, right?
The officer's wife.
Well, it was another
squaddy
soldier's
or-
wife, and they had a bit of a scrap, and he
Oh
battered
my
him.
God.
And when he got questioned afterwards, it weren't the fact he shagged it, it's the fact I walked in and he's on the settee in my dressing gown.
That was worse.
And he said to my dad,
That's incredible.
that was the worst of it all. He was on just. So
that
I always
would.
remember that, and I triggered someone, and I went, "You're right. You never wear another man's dressing gown."
And my problem is when he walked in his dressing gown, I had to say, "Are you wearing pants
Yeah.
underneath?" Because all
Yes, I was.
all I could imagine was his little thing flapping away on my dressing gown. Because then
I
I
knew that was
can't
the-
really
And it
wear
wasn't
that afterwards.
It wasn't pick me energy. I was just trying to get a laugh.
I know, but it was a room full of people. There was people doing like hair and makeup and everything, and he's there in his dressing gown. I was like, lad, you can't be
I love
doing
it.
that.
What?
I
It
love
was
it.
It was just your hotel
I thought it was.
room.
It was a place of work. It was
Ollie and Abby, our mates. Stop trying to make it sound worse than it was. And Abby was howling and actually said when she was doing bass, she went, I love working with you two. So, yeah.
It is funny. What was the funniest about it is that Chris was saying it on air and obviously just had to keep some detail out. And when the mics went down, I looked at him and said, "You're worried about the cock, weren't you?"
Because it's your first thought with a dressing gown. With normal clothes, I don't think about his cock. I don't think about it at all.
No,
but
neither
then
do I.
isn't it weird that when he's in a dressing gown, then suddenly all I can think about is what's underneath.
They are lethal for that. Dressing gowns. You wear them naked before you know it, just a little bit of showing in the gap. Yeah.
Frank above the
mind the gap. Isn't that crazy though? Like ordinarily, I don't look at you. I just look at you in the face, and then as soon as a dressing gown, I don't want to, but I'm desperately making sure that nothing seeps through.
Seeps.
Or just appears. It's weird how that works.
Well, it was another classic round of quotes from the notes. Thank you, boys.
Cock in a dressing gown.
I've never seen his cock.
Oh my God, are we doing this? I mean, this should be the title of this episode. I think it's just.
Would you like to see
and
it?
fannies.
I mean, I can't.
I don't know. I just think
Wait,
it's a bit like girls
is it weird
do
for
that.
Boys saying that?
But girls do that, don't
I've
they?
seen all
They
my
show
mates.
each other boobs.
Boobs is fine.
I've seen most of my mates' willies.
But Willie's feels
stags and
more
stuff.
aggressive than like girls aren't getting the fannies out.
No, but Jordan is right. When you're on a stag do, and you're all sharing a big room, right?
So much cock.
It's weird. Blokes take on a different. It's a bit like gym change room, but almost purposeful to the shower and back. Is like
I
think
I'll never forget this. If this doesn't sum up my household, I was like having a wee, and my dad was having a wee, and my brother comes in at the urinal in the pub, and my brother looks at my dad and went, "You shag with that?"
I don't know what's going to stay in this podcast, but whilst
All
we're
of
here,
it, please.
whilst
all
we're
of it.
here, whilst we're here,
Go on. Let's just get it out.
Let's quickly mention it, and then we'll see if it goes or if you
what
don't
else
want it
has
out.
happened?
No, there was a great one with Jordan where
Where's this going?
where Jordan very kindly agreed to get examined on TV, as part of like my health stuff and stuff like that. And have we talked about this? He has massive balls.
Oh no, we never spoke about your balls.
Yeah,
we didn't.
so Jordan's concern
Chris's, bless him,
with the situation
wasn't the cock.
No,
it was more that you were thinking you'd hide the cock, but the balls.
The balls are so large.
One hand couldn't.
And given it could look sarcastic.
Sarcastic. Yeah.
No,
like just one. Yeah.
It's been known that I didn't want.
It's been known.
It's the
Word
talk
on the street.
Word on the street is Jordan has massive balls.
Talk of Fulham.
Anyway, I doubt any of this will stay in.
It will stay in. It's fine. It's fine. We're all friends here.
Straight in, no kissing. What have we got? The first bit of correspondence, please.
Chelsea in Hartlepool says, Chris, I need an update on the house renovations. Did you get those mirrors put on the bedroom walls? Did your builders think you're weird? What's going on?
Yes, all very good questions. So, the mirrors on the walls is something I've just put off for now because I don't want to have the discussion.
You didn't even dare order them because you thought it sounded pervy to ask for mirrors.
For reasons that it's annoying because I think the mirrors make the room look bigger, don't they?
Good.
So they're a really good design idea. But you look pervy is the payoff with it. Or you can't help but feel the other person's going, you want mirrors in your bedroom for,
whatever.
So anyway, so that's an ongoing issue. I do need to sort that. What I'm very excited about, though.
Oh my God, you know what's coming? I'm
very
sick of
excited
hearing
about
Oh,
this.
I do know what he's going to say, yeah.
Right. So I've worked for years now, like trying to get into radio, build my way up through radio. And you know how I think if you've worked in a job for a long period of time, you get to a point where you should reward yourself with something.
I totally agree. And all I'll say is this is your Le Creuset. I treated myself to a Le Creuset pan that I've always wanted, the big one. And this is
my one.
Le Creuset moment now. So tell everyone what you're treating yourself to.
Japanese toilet.
I just love this. Talk to us.
It's mega, Sean. We stayed in a hotel a couple of years ago where one of these things existed, and it just confirmed
Londoner?
everything. Yeah.
Oh my God, those toilets are unbelievable.
I don't like it. It's too warm and I don't trust it. I can wipe my own house. Thank you very much.
No, but can you?
I am Carl Pilkington.
I'm going to have to be honest. This toilet costs so much money, but I have my heart set on it. I don't want fancy cars. I'm not interested in any of it.
No, you're not into designer clothes particularly. Everyone's got their thing. No, you're not. Sorry, I didn't mean that in a horrible way. I mean,
No, it's true.
we've all got our things that we're willing to spend money on, and I love that yours is a Japanese toilet.
I've saved
because I
up.
don't know anyone else. You've saved up.
Like
for it.
my mates' tattoos, they love tattoos. Go on, go on.
No, so this Japanese toilet, it does everything. It's like, and it's warm and it lights up, and this little shooter thing sort of comes out and it scans your asshole and then sprays it.
What, like Mission Impossible, like the
you
face
have your own
scanner?
profile settings. Yeah.
ID.
Yeah.
It doesn't ID
It does
your
everything.
arsehole.
It's so clever.
Wait, it IDs your arsehole.
Yeah, so then if you were to sit
Chris.
on it, if you were to sit on
Sean.
it, you'd type in your code on the side.
There you go.
And you'd have a different experience to me, probably. It'd be bespoke to your needs.
So you get your settings.
I get my settings. I know what I'm dealing with every time. It's going to be... I'm so excited about this thing.
Imagine that with you, Jordan. It'd be like, oh, hello, Jordan. You're back again for the 18th time. Everything okay?
Yeah, and it's got stats and everything links to your phone. Like, it does... I think
We've
it does...
booked you in with Dr.
You're-
Zimmerman.
You've got an arsehole like our national Japanese flag.
The problem is, if you sit on the toilet, it recognises you as someone else. It's like, do you know what I mean? I sit there and it seems to identify your...
Or imagine if you're a
your
guest.
arse, but wrongly.
Unidentified arsehole. Alert. And you're like, don't worry, it's just the toilet. I'll tell it. Safe. The safe word is cabbage.
Yeah.
Okay, activated.
I'm so excited about it.
Does it wash your bum?
Yeah.
It's
That
jets.
jet
You won't need
Dry.
paper every
What?
day.
Yeah,
And it has a little dryer. It comes out.
I would
like
say
little
that is
dryers.
the weirdest thing, that you don't need to do anything, do you?
No,
I wouldn't
One-stop
trust
shop.
it.
not when it's worked out the landscape. I think there's a bit of adjustment with it. But I said to a couple of guys in the team as well, because you've hosted 2 dinner parties now, or 3 actually, for everyone. I said, like, right, when everyone comes over to mine, we'll have a barbecue thing in the summer. Everyone over to mine, and I'll let everyone have a go on my new loo.
I like the fact that maybe what you serve up would depend on the experience. Like you go, right, let's give everybody. Let's do a real curry
Are
situation.
you also getting a urinal as well?
I'm thinking about it. You've
No!
thought about the same thing.
Don't you? Neither of you. I'm here for the Japanese toilet. You cannot have a urinal in a home
Why?
because they're gross. No.
I want one
flush.
in the studio so I can just go in. You know how often I go? It'd be
They used-
so much easier.
You know, Hart used to have one.
Where?
It used to have this tiny toilet that was for presenters, and it got turned into like Studio 3C or something. But
Is that the code name for it? That's amazing. What about, is there business in sort of a temporary urinal? You know, a portable urinal. I suppose that's just a portaloo at that point, isn't it?
Just a
suppose,
bucket,
but
innit?
Poor
Please-
Nana Toes will have to clear it out.
oh no, don't.
Why
Please
don't mind my
get-
loves?
Don't
You
get
just
my
piss in here, my love.
My creative producer, Nana Toes. I'll empty that, my love. Don't you worry about that. Oh, I've got my marigolds on. I'll give it some bleach and a wipe down. Don't worry. Go on, let's do another.
Yes, okay. Hello, Keris in Blackpool says, bit of a random one. I was watching TV and an advert with Roman came on just before a Sean This Morning advert. It made me think, is it awkward when you guys see old radio co-hosts? Like, is Roman like an ex-boyfriend for Sean? And it'd be weird for him to see him while you're out with Jordan.
Yeah, it's like
Good
cheating.
question, isn't it?
It kind of is.
I suppose it is a weird one. It'd be weird for me to work with Roman because then it would seem like, strange parallel universes. But I don't know. We all know each other. I think it's surprising presenters all know each other. We've all known each other years as well.
It's a very small industry, and Roman gave me and Sean a lift home last year, and that was fine, wasn't it? We were just chatting away in
That's
the car.
true. In fact, he was like, bear in mind, we did a whole handover with you two for the show.
That's true.
So it's not that awkward or weird. I don't see him, but that's only because between us we are useless.
I've not seen Katie or Vic for ages. Katie we text each other most days, but I haven't seen Katie for ages because she's up there now with a baby. So
yeah.
What do you mean up there?
Katie, Katie Fissler, my old not my old co-host, but co-host at the last place, and Vic Hope as well. So I haven't seen Kate because you used to see her all the time for lunch and stuff.
Yeah, but you said she's up there, like she's
in Manchester.
put in a tower or something.
She's in Manchester.
She's up there now.
She's up there now.
That's the last I'll see of
And
her.
Vic's been in Ibiza, but she just moved back to London. So you've just
Have you seen Vic's baby yet?
Yeah,
Aw.
baby. Yeah, but I've not. You still see Scott? Don't
I still
you?
see Scott. Do you think we'll be together forever?
Yeah. I
Do you
do.
actually?
That's
I think, whether we like it or not, this place and this building has got big plans for us.
Do you think?
Mm.
I like to think that we'll all retire. I like to think we'll all go senile together, and that's what brings me joy, actually.
Yeah, I quite like that thought. Or it'll be a bit like that show on Apple. What's it called?
The morning show.
No, t'other one. Where they go up in lift and forget where they
Oh,
are.
yeah, Severance.
Yeah.
Look, who says it's not Severance now? I can't be sure.
Yeah.
No, exactly.
But look, the radio industry is a very small industry. Me and Greg at the time of recording are hosting the Student Radio Awards on Wednesday.
Oh, mate,
Yeah.
he's texted me about this,
He's
by the
texted
way.
me. So I wanted to
Wait.
ask you about this. Maybe it should be off pod. Because I said, right, the whole point of the Student Radio Awards is you get someone from Global, a presenter from Global, and usually a presenter from Radio 1
Yes.
or the BBC. And the whole premise of it is it's a bit of back and forth and you wind each other up. Like me and Rob Howard hosted it years ago. Rob
Yeah.
Howard, who was on Capital, is now on Heart. And you just have little digs about each other and stuff. It's all friendly banter. And I said to Chris, whilst you were off last week, and Callum, our exec, I was like, look, I want a election... what did they call it?
You want a kind of election-style briefing. Like
Yeah.
You want to be...
You know Kamala and Donald Trump, and when you're running for president, they actually do the studio and go through their TV debates. They
John
do
wants to be prepped.
practice.
Basically,
I
so,
want
so
five-
we need to explain this. So
Zingers.
the Student Radio Awards,
Yes.
obviously clues in the title there. Jordan and Greg are going to host it.
Yeah.
Together on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Together
And the
on
idea
stage.
is you get little digs in and little... That's how it's been for... It's the 15th one.
Well, you know he'll have so many because he's armed and ready.
And he's very quick-witted and very
Yes.
funny. So I said, I'm not that quick or that funny, so I want 5 quips. Even the word quips gives me... I want 5 quips to come back with, so... In my pocket to just if he says, oh, yeah, capital, and I can go, oh, well, Radio
Well, at
1.
least-
You've got to preempt what
Yeah.
they're going to say.
Yes, you
and
do.
equally, he's going to be doing the same.
So I have said this to Chris last week because I'm like, I want 5 good ones. Obviously, I want to get one over, and Greg, he'll want to get. And then Greg's reached out and said, do you know what?
Let me get, because he messaged me.
So I thought you'd been in his ear and
No,
said,
no, he texted me, and I knew it was about these Student Radio Awards because it's an awkward one. You could essentially they could both go nuclear,
Yes.
oh,
and then this all gets played out in
the
papers
press,
and things
yeah.
like that. Did he say the smart move is to not do anything against each other?
yeah.
at
He
all?
said, look, and I was messaging going, I am here for it 'cause I've been getting a bit. I was like, we're mates. He was like, it's great for radio that we're both doing well. Let's show these kids, the students, how it's done. I was like, yeah. So
Oh.
Right.
olive branch.
Or
Is this like when you say we're doing fancy dress?
And then is he going to go out and I'm going to have now prepared
And
but
he's
love
gonna
and he's going to
fucking
going on me.
crucify you?
and that's why Greg's
Yeah.
messaged me
Okay, to say
because Greg is wanting to know under
The-
the bonnet what are you seeing from your side?
what? So
here?
now, even though he's made this truce, he's now scared that Jordan's going to double cross.
Listen.
This is mad.
So bear in mind also,
It's like
there will be representation from like Radio 1 bosses, Capital bosses. It is a bit like Anchorman in that way, but it is friendly and it is respectful.
Is Callum going with
However,
Yeah.
however, I do think you will struggle to not say something
You will.
about
Yes.
Radio 1.
I think it depends. Just don't have any drinks, because if you get a few drinks deep, and I've heard about what happens at these student awards where
look at Saturday
presenters
Morning
have got
Kitchen.
absolutely.
That's what I mean. Saturday morning kitchen.
I was drunk and
Do
I'm
you
like,
remember
we're
that?
beating Radio 1!
He started reading
Heckling.
like
PR
bloody
lines.
data.
Yes,
like
you were
it's like, oh, in the 15 to 24 demographic, we're like, I was like,
But we
what
are.
you doing? No, I know we are. I know we
We've got
are,
more
but it's just
15 to
Don't-
24. We've
That's
got
what's
more
gonna come out.
15 to
This is what I
24
mean.
year olds than them, and that's their whole. Don't get me
See?
started.
Right.
That's their whole premise. That's their whole what's it called, charter,
See, this is-
and we're beating them. And then they're copying us and having spin-off stations and stuff. They shouldn't be like, focus on you. And they have about £60-odd million a year to freaking run a radio station. I'm wound up. Move on. We'll go to ad breaks. God help us on Wednesday. Right, sorry about that. I've calmed down now.
it's gonna be box office that.
Okay.
Should we do one more?
Yeah, go on. Lauren in Southport says, not a question, but I had a revelation last week. I was watching the new Superman movie with my boyfriend and just said, how mad is it that he's been in all these movies and he does Capital Breakfast? To say he was confused is an understatement. Turns out I thought Chris Stark and Nicholas Hoult were the same person. After laughing a lot, we worked out that clearly at some point you two morphed into the same person in my mind, and I stand by it that you look similar. Wow. And there we were thinking, I think Jordan was waiting for his Henry Cavill compliment,
Yeah.
and it was actually our very own Chris Stark as Nicholas Hoult. What a great guy, Nicholas Hoult.
You are from the same neck of the woods, though, aren't you?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
But
that
he's-
was the other guy, weren't it?
I don't know.
Aaron Taylor-Johnson, isn't he? No?
No, I don't know. I think at times I have looked a little bit like Nicholas Hoult at times in his life, but we've now crossed.
I'm doing
away
the Gary
into two
Lineker
different- You mean Gary Neville?
Sorry, the Gary Neville. I'm doing the Gary Neville meme.
We do.
Do you know who Chris does look like though? I think it's season 1 or 2
I don't
of
see that.
no wait of
do.
of White Lotus.
Yeah. Oh, I get the White Lotus guy a lot.
He looks like the sort of bad boyfriend in that.
I do.
Wait, I'm going to
season
find
one.
it. He does.
The shit shag. Where he
was he?
humps her.
No, I don't think so. I don't know.
do.
Was he?
No, you are right, Sean. I get that, and occasionally get a bit of Hugh Grant as well.
You
Hugh Grant in mannerisms. No, you do. Young Hugh Grant.
Tim the Gary Neville.
White Lotus.
Have you not seen that Gary Neville meme? So he's like, because Jamie Carragher was talking, and Gary Neville thought he was chatting shit, so Gary Neville was going like that, and there's loads of memes now that says, when you turn up at your mate's, and his wife says, and your fat mate can piss off and all, and you're like,
I'm better looking than you think I am.
mate, I think you're really good
Same.
looking. What are you on about?
I
What
love
are you
it
on
when you
about? I think you're
Right.
really good looking.
I think you're a conventional heartthrob.
Chris
No, I'm
Stark.
not a heartthrob. Show me him.
See,
Chris.
it's me.
Have a day
Wait.
No,
That's
it is.
Chris Stark. I
It
look
is.
like a young
It
Brad
There's
is.
Pitt.
loads where it look at
That's
that.
just like me.
good.
That's just like me.
His name, everybody,
I
if you
am.
are listening and not looking at the visuals, is Jake Lacey. Google him. You look very similar.
I think you're very good looking. I've always
No,
said
I
that.
agree.
I think you're handsome. I tell you what, I don't know where you think on this.
Go on.
I don't know if I can say this, and please don't overstep the mark here. And I'm generally not doing this piss take. Your wife is beautiful. She's
Yeah,
stunning.
but so am I. That's what. Why are we talking about
I
my
know.
wife?
I know. I'm just saying.
That's
How's
like.
that
I know
come?
another man can't say that, but I'm genuine as a compliment.
Do you remember, was it an old Carlsberg advert where it was like, who do you fancy? And they're like going Cheryl Cole and they're going like, I don't know, Pamela Anderson. And then this one
John
goes,
Smith.
PK,
oh,
innit?
yeah, your missus.
Jane
You're-
from
Jane.
work.
And he goes, your sister. Yeah.
Um,
I just don't think you look like Nicholas Hoult.
What's my wife got to do with that?
Just saying you're a very handsome, good-looking couple.
No, I agree.
There you go.
I think,
You and Jake are as
I
well.
was going to say you're a very handsome
Thank you. Let's move on. But you and Jake are a really good, beautiful couple.
Thank
as
You
so
well.
are.
much.
You are. Yeah. Again,
Very kind.
you two do look great.
You do.
together,
You and
they
Mia do.
No, I agree.
No, you do. Rachel and
But
Darby.
the way you keep saying this suggests to me that I'm not good looking.
doing my Gary. I am. I do think you're good looking.
Thank you.
Best looking radio presenter.
Oh,
Someone asked
What
me this
a
recently.
question.
let me
Great
Google some.
Do you know what?
Great
Gloat wise, it's
question.
got a B between Greg or Roman. I'd
What
say.
about
Different strokes.
strokes? I can't
Girl
say either
one,
of them.
I used to always say Clara Amphel. She's beautiful.
Oh man, it's so difficult. Let me just look.
Sarah Story.
Oh, there's some really Oh, Kemi.
Oh yes, Kemi.
Sean
Sean Welby.
Thank
Sean
you.
Welby,
Cheers,
in a
guys.
friend way.
Lovely friends. Ken Bruce.
There's no right way to answer.
Yeah, there
any of
is.
this.
Gethin Jones.
Yeah, handsome.
Most radio presenters are blessed with a fit voice
Not me.
that brings them up.
Alan Titchmarsh. Oh. Fit.
Are you serious?
I tell you who everyone fancies.
Who?
Capitals Jimmy Hill.
Jimmy Hill. Oh, who doesn't love Jimmy
The
Hill?
most beautiful eyes.
If you even just look at Heart, though, they've got Kelly Brook, Emma Bunton. I mean, I'm just going through all these presenters. Do you know what? For radio, there's quite a good-looking bunch of people.
Yeah, I think it's one of the prerequisites. to
Radio's
work
got
here.
better looking, I think.
It's
Oh,
got
defo.
Vernon Kay, better looking. Claudia Winkleman.
Yeah, Vernon Kay's good looking as well. Rachel in Derby says, I've just started working early morning shifts at 4 o'clock alarm, and now I feel your pain. How do you do it? Should I nap? Do you have any advice or tips on getting through the day? Oh, God, where do we
No.
begin? Try and nap, but don't nap longer than 40 minutes or an hour and a half.
Mm.
If
Yeah,
you-
good advice.
Yeah,
Try and do a sleep cycle. Whatever that cycle is, you're right. Don't overdo it.
I only try and nap now one afternoon a week. Usually on a Wednesday.
When you
Always
need it.
always on a Friday. Try and nap on a Friday because it'll sort
Otherwise
you out
you'll-
for weekend.
I think that's important, yeah.
2.5 hour nap on Friday.
That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
beautiful. Because then you reset for the weekend. Because otherwise you just knackered on a Friday night and you crash. It gets to like 6, 7 o'clock. You can't even finish your beer because you're so knackered.
Yep.
Try and nap and just early nights. If you can start getting ready for bed at 8 to be in bed for 8:30 some nights of the week.
Yeah,
my
don't think
God.
you can carry on doing late nights because you will regret it. If you start going to bed at 10, gross. You can't. I
catch
know
up
you do
with
that,
it.
Chris.
I do that.
But you are a night owl.
You never look knackered. I always look like
dunno.
this, especially on this podcast. I always look knackered. You
Same,
never
I need to spray tan.
used to never look knackered.
Oh, I do.
You got any
more
advice? Top
tips?
tips for
No,
I am
no, I
stuff.
think you've
diet,
covered
food,
it really.
coffee.
Embrace it.
Lean into it. Chris sometimes just lets life take him. don't you? Sort of
Sometimes you
lean-
got. It's too
I'll
easy to
leave
be
you-
like, oh, I'm having a shit time, and then it does it. It's like I'm up early. It's. You might as well attack it with a bit of
I'll
positivity.
leave you on this. So
Yes.
You can.
I actually agree with you.
I emailed Chris Tarrant the other week because he did that favour for us.
I thought it was very funny, actually, that video.
Yeah, thank you. So I emailed him saying thanks for doing that video. Big fan.
Wait, you thanked him on behalf of Global.
Yeah.
Why did you thank Chris
Because it was
Tarrant?
Chris Tarrant.
Yeah,
I thought
I
I'd
mean,
reach
fair.
it. We did a video with every Capital breakfast presenter, which is a radio geek like me. It was great.
It was a very funny way of doing it, like a it was a group chat call.
It was like a Zoom call. So it was
Zoom
me,
call, yeah.
Roman, Dave Berry,
Johnny
Vaughan and Chris Tarrant.
Yeah,
so I
funny.
emailed him to say thanks for doing it. And this is what he said. He said, hi, I hope you don't mind reading this.
Not your
blah,
place
blah.
to say thank you, but lovely.
Yeah.
No,
my
I just
point is-
it would said thanks as the current show. Oh, it doesn't matter. I won't read anything. I put good luck on the breakfast show. The alarm clock's the worst bit. After that, it's the best fun you'll ever have. Enjoy it, Chris.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's
And
true.
I think that sums
It
it
is
up.
true. And you can't get good things in life without a tiny bit of... You've got to earn it, I think. I think the 4 a.m. is the punishment for the epic 6 till 10 we get every day. And sometimes that's how I view it. So if you're getting up... who was the person who emailed us?
It was Rachel in Derby.
So, Rachel, if you are doing these morning shifts, I just hope you love your job and I hope you love the people you work with. There's always something you love. If you don't really love the job, you love the people, or there might be an element of the job that you get real joy from. Find that. Like Chris said, find the positive, because otherwise it will just grind you down. But if you sort of see it as I'm up before everyone else and I'm getting my day done before everyone else, it's kind of elite.
Right, that's us done for another week.
Yes, keep doing your podcast bits and bobs for us, all the little admin that we ask you to do. Remember, you can ask us a question, send us a funny story, maybe you just want us to be discussing something on this podcast. Email us aftershowshow@capitalfm.com.
Yeah, and you can obviously keep up with every episode on Global Player or wherever you get your podcasts. All we ask is that you do sit through every advert because it just helps us.
Yeah.
See you next time. Goodbye.
Bye!
Bye.